Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. Today we're back in the Z52. You've seen my very first game in the Z52, and this is just the version with historical camo and premium consumables and a 12-point captain, so I've literally just maxed out the ship, and because it's not that uncommon in tier 10 for somebody who has eventually reached tier 10 to do that. And I wanted to see how it plays and how I'm playing this. So I've got 3 battles for you today, actually. And my summary would be that this is a very German ship. It's not necessarily there to, as a destroyer, it's not necessarily there to do an insane amount of damage. It can, but I feel like this is just a brawler. This is just a bare-knuckle frontline, get down and dirty and do what's necessary sort of ship. So, here we are, first battle in Cage Epicenter. We're playing against Conqueror, Monty, Jinan, Shima, Halland, Delny, and Shima again. 4 destroyers, and a Jinan, and a Conqueror in Epicenter. Oh, that's gonna be fun. We do have the Elbing, which is a scout cruiser, so he can probably match the Jinan to a degree. The Jinan is probably thinking, oh crap, I have deep water torpedoes. None of these destroyers is in any way susceptible to that. And the Conqueror has got the HE loaded for sure on this one. Anyway, we're going to head straight into the center, because I feel like the German destroyers are not necessarily specialized on anything. I mean, yes, they've got really punchy guns. They're really good gunboats. But they've got good speed, they've got good torpedoes, they've got good utility with this three sonars and 2 smokes, and they're just there to get stuck in and make things happen. They're good. They're properly maneuverable. All in all, it's an enjoyable ship. They've got the guns forward oriented, so we've got the super firing twin turret forward, which means you can go bow in and still do quite a little bit. Do I want to drop predictive torps? Probably. With 4 destroyers on the enemy team, yeah, everybody is dropping predictive torps, and then we're getting ourselves behind the island and just making sure that we're not running into the enemies. So sonar up. There's the enemy Delny, the new Kaba. So we immediately start unloading at that guy, and yes, this is with the APCS, so the damage output of these guns is just frightening. Okay, there's the Jinan, need to be careful with that. There's the Shima, obviously again, everybody's done their predictive drops. Time to smoke up, see if we can sink a couple shots into the Shima, but I'm not sure where Shima is going. Where are you going? Unfortunately, I can't lob the island here. Ah, well, I've got Halland to shoot at, who seems to have forgotten that he's got radar or hasn't been paying attention. So, I'm just going to start unloading, get out of the way of my team's torpedoes, because this is just a free-for-all here. And just keep unloading. So, okay, now he's remembered that he's got radar. And we need to be careful of that Conqueror over there. The Delny's got enough, he's buggering off. And I've got 2 people aiming at me. Yes, I'm actually using a legendary commander here to get the 6th sense. But we got a couple. Did we get a couple? No, we didn't get anything on the Monty. There's another Shima. So yes, this is where the German destroyer is happy, right? In the middle of the brawl, everything's going. There's Monty. Let's get some torpedoes away at him. I've still got 3 people shooting at me. I'm the only one sitting in the center cup here. Everybody else is buggered off. But it's the Halland. We do need to get back. Oh yeah, because that happens. That was the Conqueror. He was just waiting for it, and I poked out a little bit too far, and then that happens. Oh well, we've got a handy island here, and the rest of my team is holding the outside. But no, I'm not letting anyone in the center cup. That's my center cup. You can all bugger off. There's a suspicious smoke screen on the other side where the Shima was spotted last, so hide her up again just in case there's any more torpedoes coming out. And that should be the end of the Monty. There he goes. So that's the Monty dead, and let's start unloading at the Conqueror. Now we are not an Elbing, we don't have 150mm, we've only got the 128s. But ooh, there's a G-Nut. Oh, that thing's more squishy. Let's shoot that instead. Let's see if we can get some shot out. And that thing, he's still on relatively high health for that. Mustn't have got stuck in actually, and unfortunately the island is in the way again. These are very, very good guns, but they're not lofty. So let's, given that I'm not alone anymore in the center cup, but somebody else has found their brave panzers coming in with, I can engine boost out of here. Just keep an eye on that Conqueror, because no one's shooting at me. Yeah, there I'm getting targeted. That might be the Conqueror, I'm not sure, or it might be the Jinan. Either way, it's bad news. So I'm going to turn around, and it seems to have been the Shima actually. Oh well. But we are holding the center cup. They're not getting that back, and the Monty is already dead. So it's now just a matter of somebody killing that Conqueror. The Jinan is not a huge problem per se, because these things are very squishy, and while they are extremely dangerous against destroyers, they have no torpedoes that can hit destroyers. And definitely not sitting there and hiding is not going to help you either, because Elbing and me are perfectly capable of just beating 7 levels of hell out of you. Okay, Shima Torps. Elbing, you seen him? I've got Hydra ready, so let's get Hydra up for more Shima Torps. There's the Shima, and there come the Shima Torps, so Elbing shouldn't be surprised. Elbing smokes. Conqueror looks like he's looking at me funny again, so full reverse. And because I have 2 of the guns forward, I can still, punch a couple more holes into the Shima where there weren't supposed to be any. So Shima, shoot! You're out of torpedoes, you're useless, go away. It's my cup circle, bugger off you. Just keeping the nose towards the Conqueror, wiggling the ship, because someone is still targeting me. But maybe I can use that Elbing smoke. I'm not sure where the Conqueror is looking, but I don't like Conquerors looking at me. Okay, they stopped targeting me. No, Terry, that's one of your own. You can't shoot that one. That's our daring. Alright, the Delny is dead, and that just leaves, I think, the 2 Shimas and the Conqueror or something. So let's kill the Conqueror, who's probably thinking, like, how did that all go so wrong? But he just got himself torpedoed by the Halland, and he is now very dead. And that just leaves the Shimas. The cup circle is firmly ours. The friendly battleship, the Vermont, has made it into... Oh, the Vermont has probably blubbed the Conqueror into 7 kinds of hell. So everybody shoot at the Halland, and that poor Halland. Plonk. And that just leaves one of the Shimas that's left. There he is. Hello. You want to come out and play? I mean, you're the last ship alive. You may as well, It's not, you got nothing to lose. Are you coming out this way? I'm gonna drop some torpedoes just in case you do, but no, Shima's buggering off. You've lost. Yes, you can farm a bit more damage, and that's okay, right? I'm not blaming the Shima for dropping a couple more torpedoes, but the daring has none of that, and it just blows him out of the water. So, yeah. That was the game when I started to feel like really comfortable with the ship and this kind of playstyle. You can play differently, right? You have the torpedo range to do something else, but I just enjoy this kind of playstyle. Like this, put your sleeves up, get your hands dirty, and go for it. So let's do it again. The second battle is what I would probably call a destroyer's worst nightmare. What could be worse? Malta, Yamato, Sovietsky Soyuz, double Des Moines as Somers and a Jutland. Somers got plenty of torpedo. Double Des Moines, 2 radars, plus a Malta. All right then, let's go. And see how things are going to go. We've got a Haku on our side, and it's a domination map, so there's nothing for it. We got to go and cap things. But obviously it's a carrier game, so you don't just blindly rush out and cap stuff. So, do we have an AA cruiser with us? That would be a no, that's a Rhone. Rhone doesn't have a great AA, so... Alright then, let's engine boost towards C cup, but keep an eye where the carrier is, because that's what I've got smoke screens for. And the trick here is to use the smoke screen before the carrier spots you. So you've got the detection range circle. The air detection is a little lower, but I'm not risking anything here because smokes can have a 2-second delay or so. So smoke screen up, and just reverse, just in case the carrier blind drops into the smoke, because I've seen that happening and it's not fun. And that's a Malta, and those things hurt. So it looks like the Rhone is at the receiving end. Well, better him than me, because he can sustain that and I can't really. Which I maintain was a good use of a first smoke. So I have not been hit by that airstrike, but somebody else has been. Now I am spotted, obviously, because I'm still within air detection range of these returning torpedo bombers. But not sure where the enemy team is so far. No one's been capping anything. Friendly destroyer goes into B, and there's a battleship coming. So we're going to go stealth for a little bit. My backup isn't really happening. I seem to be rather alone on sea. But if it's just that Yamato, then I'm totally happy to take him on. I can use the island for cover and just torpedo him to death, unless the carrier has something to say about it. So torpedoes out at the Yamato. At CV's paying attention, and we are cupping, so we are alone in sea cup. There's none of the... Where are the enemy destroyers? Oh, there's a Des Moines. Okay. Good that I didn't start shooting, because that's a Des Moines. So let's shoot while we're already on the retreat. And obviously you do want to try the bows. What am I hitting there? What? I've got 5 torpedo hits into something that wasn't a Yamato. That wasn't even spotted. That has to be the Somers, right? Because he's pretty sneaky. It has to be the Somers. Okay, now the Des Moines is angry, so it's time to bugger off. But the Somers seems to not be interested. Now he's in the now the Des Moines is in the capture circles. Yep, there come some torpedoes. These are probably Somers torps, and if that's any indication, there's more of them. Des Moines has gotten bored of shooting at me. I am having a little bit of backup again. It seems like the Rhone has found his brave pants and is coming back here. So we're just unloading at the Des Moines. I mean, yes, I'm shooting armor piercing, but maybe I'll do some damage even against something relatively sturdy as a Des Moines. There comes some more torpedoes. Rhone, you might want to be careful. There's a Somers somewhere around here. I mean, we're never going to see this guy. But Rhone is now in a gun battle with the Des Moines. I would like to get a little closer. The carrier is leaving me alone. Sonar up. There comes the Des Moines. Oh, okay, Des Moines shooting at me. Des Moines got floaty shells. So you've got all the time in the world to just not be where they're landing. In fact... I might start shooting at the Yamato. Okay, the Somers is still hanging around somewhere there on the other side of the island, but outside of my sonar range. So let's drop some torpedoes and just deter the Des Moines, who still has... Oh, shot my rudder off. Well, that's annoying. I mean, I'm in a turn where I want to be anyway, so I may as well just leave it until I'm out of the turn, and then Damacon the rudder, and then get the heck out of here. But yep, there comes some more Somers torps, but we've got Sea Cup. We've got Sea Cup back for now. And we'll drop some more torpedoes on the Yamato. And is he taking? Yeah, he took one. Okay, and the Yamato is also coming under carrier attack, so I want that Yamato dead. There's still Somers around here somewhere, but I want that Yamato dead. Is he shooting at me? No, the Des Moines the Des Moines shooting at me. I'm getting fire from the left as well, so something else. And the Sovietsky Soyuz was shooting at me as well. So I am attracting way too much attention here. I think it's time to use the second smoke screen. Yamato is dead. And Des Moines has maybe trying to get into radar range, but who's that? Oh, there's the other Des Moines. Oh, great. I'm in a Des Moines crossfire, and I'm in a destroyer. Well, there's a Sovietsky Soyuz that needs killing, and I've still got 17 seconds on my smoke screen left, so let's do it. We can... Where's that Des Moines going? Well, let's drop some torpedoes in his general direction, but we probably want to back off a little bit to get that island on the left between myself and that Des Moines. Actually... I can get a lot of things between myself and that Des Moines, who is no longer targeting me, but given that we're all clustered up here, may as well, because it's a Des Moines. Freddy, why are you not rushing that thing? Just rush it. It doesn't have torpedoes. Anyway, so we're making ourselves scarce because there's altogether too many of us sitting around here in one point. The one is still alive. Well, that's a positive thing. So let's get back into the capture circle, because we're not holding any of the capture circles. Again, so much torpedoes hanging around here. And that Des Moines is on sufficiently low hit points that he's dead. Never mind. Well done, Freddy. So now I can go and grab some capture circles. There's another Des Moines. Sorry, I ran into torpedoes. They're not going to hit anything anyway. There's the other Des Moines. So let's grab C Cup, and then we grab B Cup. Okay, is the carrier interested in me? The carrier is not interested in me, which is good. I like it when the carrier is not interested in me, and the carrier is trying to kill... What was that? Worcester back there? Yeah, please throw your airplanes at Worcester. That's what Worcesters are for. They have no AA whatsoever, and please throw all your planes that way. Des Moines is otherwise occupied. Friendly carrier drops Des Moines, which is generally brave. I mean, Des Moines doing a crap load of damage, but I mean, he's not really got an awful lot else, and it's a good target. So Des Moines now has to maneuver to avoid my torpedoes. But the thing is, I didn't need no torpedoes to kill that thing. I can just gun him down, and that just leaves one destroyer up there. Rhone, you've got that destroyer over there, right? Well, Rhone is on relatively low hit points. I might have to go and do something about it. Enemy carrier is trying to carrier snipe the friendly carrier. Meh, probably not going to happen. We are still behind on points, actually, because, and it's less than a minute to go, because the enemy team's been holding the capture circles. But I'm doing something about that, and the 2 friendly destroyers are trying to chase down the enemy carrier, who has absolutely no interest of defending himself, but seems to be much more keen to get into a carrier battle with the friendly Haku, which okay, the Ron and the Jutland take each other out. I appreciate that. I appreciate that when carrier player do this sort of thing, because especially if I'm not in a carrier, which I never am. So if I'm in a destroyer and the enemy carrier decides to do silly things, don't disturb the enemy when he's busy doing stupid stuff. So yeah, it's just the carrier left. We've won on points. We're holding the capture circles, and yeah, there goes the carrier. Fletcher takes him out, and that is game. And even though we haven't done the most damage in this game, and the friendly Haku has been, doing Haku things as carriers do, but I feel like we've earned our medals here by by sitting around in a Des Moines crossfire, by keeping by torping a Somers we didn't even know was there, and just generally keeping a lid on a lot of things. Yeah, that Somers did not have a great amount of fun in this game. I'm sorry. All right, last one. Now this is a 5v5, there are no carriers. It's Monty, Kremlin, Riga, Shima and Kitakaze. So how much do you want to bet that I'm going to run into the Riga? Because somehow it's always my luck to run into the one player. No, I don't get to farm the battleships. What do you think about that? Anyway, we're spawning next to A-Cup, so let's see what company we're holding here on our side once the battle has actually commenced. And see if we have any backup or support. Not that we need it necessarily. Our armor piercing, narrow spread, engine boost up, and towards A-Cup we go. We have a Worcester. Okay, Worcester is good. And that's a Botshima. Botshima is useless. So let's see what Worcester does if I get any support around A-Cup. That would be great if the Worcester was following, but it's not always a given. Especially if there are big guns out there. Cruiser players can get a little afraid of things, but it looks like he might be following. So well played, Worcester. Thank you for the backup. Much appreciated. I'm gonna go scout and find you things to shoot at. So nobody's grabbing A-Cup just yet, so I'm alone in A-Cup. Means no destroyers in here. We've spotted. Okay, no, never mind. The Shima is there, and that's the Riga over there. Yes. What did I tell you? Okay, sonar up in case there are predictive Shima torps. Never going to torp the Shima from this range, and I'm not going to get closer because Riga. But surprise, Mr. Shima, hello! And Shima's like, oh crap, I'm going to bugger off here. I'm out of here. I've got sonar running, so these torpedoes are never going to be a surprise. I just have to watch out with the Riga. There is another destroyer next to me, but I think that was a bot, so I don't have to worry about that one. Shima hasn't inked or dropped torpedoes, so that is actually a very disciplined Shima. Okay, not making a Full Metal Jacket joke here. Can we drop the Riga? No, Riga is reversing. Don't want to be close to that thing if I can avoid it. So may as well. Maybe he's running into the island, or maybe he's coming forwards. Dropping some torpedoes in his general direction. Don't need no torpedoes to kill that Shima. Yeah, if you're in a Shima and you come, and I have a Worcester as backup as well. So there come the torpedoes. Yeah, never gonna hit, but we will turn bow in, just in case he's got some more torpedoes around. And that's a dead Shima. Unfortunately, the Riga has moved a little bit earlier than I had anticipated. And so he's only taking one torpedo. There comes some more Shima torps, so we're just going to torpedo beat those. And see if we can push that Riga away, because there's also Monty. Yep, hello Riga. Okay, he's firing high explosive, so that's good. Riga's firing high explosive is good at destroyers. I mean, for me, because it means he's not doesn't really know how to play the Riga well. Let me put it that way. So drops torpedo on the Monty, just in case Monty slows down, and then we start getting back into the gunfight with the Riga. And see what we can do about that thing. Yeah, we can do some damage to him. See if now Monty's actually accelerating. I thought Monty was going to reverse. Okay, I take it back. Riga has switched to the armor piercing, so well done, Riga. But now he's got a bot Yamato at his tail, so he's probably got other problems than me. We're holding all 3 capture circles. The enemy team is 3 ships down at this point, so Monty is shooting at me. Okay, sure, you do that. Riga is busy with the Yama, trying to burn him down. So shots, I can just chip away at his hit points, and he's on relatively low health. He seems to be on permafires. And yeah, my torpedoes against the Monty have not been particularly successful. But that's not a huge issue, because I don't necessarily need torpedoes to do damage. So let's smoke up, just in case any of these two gets funny ideas. And we haven't really used the smoke yet, so we're still well within gun range to keep firing at that Riga, and he's now dead. Which means we can now start shooting at the Monty. And obviously, Montana can be a dangerous battleship if he's paying attention. But let's see who he's shooting at, because again, I have a Worcester as backup. So Worcester would be generally considered a more inviting target for something like a Montana. I am trying to hit the bow section here, but it looks like I'm more hitting the turrets. It's going to lead a little bit more. There we go. And yeah, the Botshima is coming along. Yes, the Monty is firing at the Worcester. See, this is what light cruisers are good for. They draw battleship fire. But it looks like Monty has realized that he's being chased by a destroyer. And Monty is not a slow ship, so the thing is, again, I don't necessarily need torpedoes to kill them. First of all, I have a Worcester as backup, and now we're doing the reverse of the previous exercise. And now I am the one distracting the Monty from blapping the Worcester in the side, and the Worcester is probably either at max range or it's just buggering off. So now the Monty is targeting me, and it's like, oh crap, I have a destroyer on my tail. I'm just like, yeah, okay. See, the thing is, I can now drop torpedoes. I'm reasonably close, but if the Monty is loading the armor piercing, and these were the main guns, if he was loading high explosive, that could have been nasty. Now he can either turn left and run into my torpedoes, or he can turn right and I'll gun him to death. No, he turns right, so he's probably not gonna. Yeah, he's only gonna take one torpedo. Okay, I'll just smoke up then and shoot you in the butt. Because see, the thing with the German destroyers is that I don't need torpedoes to kill you. I can shoot your rudder off, and I can literally just shoot you to death from my smoke screen. He has the high explosive loaded, to his credit, but I'm sitting in the smoke, and before my smoke is expiring, you're a dead Monty. So, if I can hit you, that is. There goes another blind shot with a high explosive, not bad, but you know, the whole maneuver has put his turrets completely out of alignment, and the thing is dead. So, have we done the most damage in the game? No. But have we done our job? I feel yes. Again, this is a blue-collar ship. This is a ship where it's nothing fancy. It's nothing like highly calculatory or tactical. You just roll your sleeves up, get stuck in, and punch people in the face. In a metaphorical version. Please, in real life, do not punch people in the face. That is a bad thing to do. Anyway, that is the Z52, and I have to say I'm really enjoying the ship. I'm playing it almost more like a light cruiser, I would say, almost. And yeah, it's good. It's a good ship. It's good fun, sturdy, good guns, good torpedoes, good everything. So, highly recommended. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.